The House of Whispers. On the outskirts of a small town, hidden among twisted trees and dense vegetation, stood a house that everyone avoided. It had been there for decades, with broken windows and a facade that seemed to sigh with the wind. Locals called it the House of Whispers. They said strange sounds echoed from the house at night, heavy footsteps, creaking doors, and, most disturbingly, voices murmuring incomprehensible words. Despite the legends, no one knew exactly what had happened in that house to leave it so abruptly abandoned. Clara's curiosity. Clara, a young woman passionate about mysteries, had recently moved to the town and listened to the stories with skepticism. While her college friends avoided even walking near the house, she felt intrigued. It's probably just superstition, she thought, determined to uncover the truth. On a full moon night, armed with a flashlight and a notebook to document her findings, Clara decided to enter the house. The door, though old and worn, creaked open with a sound that echoed like a scream. The air inside was heavy, smelling of rotting wood and dust. The encounter with the unknown. Inside, Clara found old furniture covered in yellowed sheets. On the walls hung portraits of a family, a man with a thin mustache, a stern-looking woman, and two smiling children. But what caught her attention was a large mirror at the end of the hallway. The glass, though intact, was foggy, reflecting something darker than the surrounding room. As she approached, she heard a whisper. It wasn't the wind. It sounded like a name. Clara. She froze. How did that voice know her name? She looked back, but no one was there. Determined not to be intimidated, she turned back to the mirror. This time, she saw something that sent chills down her spine, a tall, faceless shadow standing behind her. Secrets unveiled. Clara screamed and ran, stumbling on the steps, but her curiosity outweighed her fear. She returned to the mirror and, with trembling hands, wiped it clean. Behind the glass, she saw an inscription carved into it, "Help us." Clara began investigating the house's history. She discovered that years ago, the family and the portraits had lived there. It was said that the father had gone mad, killing everyone before taking his own life, but one of the children's bodies was never found. Days later, Clara returned to the house with a plan. She lit a candle and prayed, something no one else had dared to do. As she did, the whispers grew louder, turning into a scream of relief, and the shadow vanished. The mystery remains. Since that night, the house has remained silent. Clara, however, was never the same. Some say she freed the spirits trapped there. Others believe that something darker was unleashed that day. The mirror, however, still stands. And those brave enough to pass by the house say that if you look closely, you'll see something watching, waiting. Who will be the next to enter the House of Whispers? A historia por tras desas palabras esta no capítulo 11 do Evangelho de João. Jesus recebe a noticia de que Lázaro, seu amigo querido, está doente. Mas, surpreendidamente, ele não vai imediatamente ajudá-lo. Ele espera 2 dias antes de partir, e quando chega a Betânia, Lázaro já está morto há 4 dias. Marta e Maria, irmãs de Lázaro, estão devastadas. Elas expressam sua dor e, ao mesmo tempo, sua fé em Jesus, dizendo, Senhor, se esta vezes aqui, meu irmão não teria morrido. Mesmo sabendo que ele traria Lázaro de volta à vida, Jesus viu o sofrimento delas e da multidão. E é nesse momento que ele cora. Mas por que Jesus correu? Ele não sabia que Lázaro ressuscitaria? Sim, ele sabia. Isso nos leva a refletir, as lágrimas de Jesus não eram por desespero ou dúvida. Elas eram reflexo de sua compaixão profunda pela dor humana. Jesus sentiu a tristeza ao se retrair, como verdadeiro amigo, se conecta emocionalmente com o sofrimento das pessoas que amava. Essa cena nos lembra que Jesus não é apenas Deus distante e poderoso. Ele é Deus que sente, que se importa, que camina conozco en nosos momentos más difíciles. Este versículo curto, por en profundo, nos enseña licos eternas. Y él mostra que la dor legítima, Jesus neo condena as lágrimas ou a tristeza. Y él es valida. Deus esta presente en nossa dor, mesmo en momentos de luto y perda, Jesus está el nosso lado, sentindo o que sentimos. A esperança elam de dor, assim como Jesus ressuscita Lázaro, e ele nos dá a promessa de que nossa dor não é o fim da história. Jesus coro. Essas duas palavras nos lembram que temos Salvador que entende nossas lutas e nossas lágrimas. Sua compassion não tem limites, e sua promessa é clara, e ele transforma nossa tristeza em alegria, nosso luto em esperança. Se você também já sentiu que estava sozinho em sua dor, lembra-se desse pequeno versículo. E ele é lembre de que Deus está com você, mesmo em suas lágrimas. Gosta desse vídeo? Não esqueça de curtir, comentar e se inscrever no canal para mais reflexos como esta. Compartilhe com alguém que precisa de uma mensagem de esperança hoje. Até a próxima.